Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to Riding with Sager. That's kind of seeming like Sager's garage. Anyway, we actually went and did a little bit of riding today. Had some family come in for the holidays, so I've been busy with that. However, so there were 4 bikes in here earlier today, but my mom and sister, who had a Sportster and Street Glide with them, they left out earlier today. So we have my Road Glide and my dad's Electric Glide. Now, I figured this was a prime opportunity to maybe explain some differences for anybody who would not know them between the shark nose and the Batwing fairings, or between a Road Glide and a Street Glide. Granted, I have a Road Glide Limited, and he has a Electric Glide Standard. However, yes, I know these are 2 very different bikes, but really we're just kind of talking about the fairings. So, I guess let's jump into it. You can kind of tell right off the bat. So, mine is there. Now it's turned. All right, both wheels are turned, but yet the shark nose is straight and the Batwing is turned. This is your example of the Batwing being a fork mounted fairing, and it turns with the forks, rather than the shark nose where the headlights and the fairing stay straight while the forks go up and through it. See, through the fairing. So there's your main difference. And then obviously there's the 1 headlight to 2 headlights. And of course you can always upgrade lighting and stuff like that. Now, a lot of people kind of argue as far as what's more stable, what's not. Having rid a Street Glide before a Road Glide, in my opinion, I believe at slow speeds, a Road Glide is easier to balance and is more stable in that way. Again, this is my own opinion. Just because the fairing being on the forks, when you go to maneuver it at that slow speed, you're then kind of shifting that weight drastically one side or to the other. Again, this is just my opinion. You don't have to necessarily agree. But yeah, so there's that. Fixed forks, frame mounted. I felt like this was going to be more of a topic. So really the fairings, that is really about it. However, on say a Road Glide and a Street Glide, so that's what it was. Sorry, I was having to regain some thought. So if, say, my Limited here was a Road Glide Special or a Road Glide Standard, and my dad's Electric Glide here was a Street Glide Special or a Street Glide Standard, then literally the only difference would be from here forward, rather than here, or rather than about the whole bike. Because with a Limited to a Special, that's where you start looking at tour pack versus docking hardware or a different seat, just that kind of stuff. So, and then another thing, well, granted, a Special comes with stretch bags. We both have standard bags. Stretch bags, they would wrap around the side of the pipe. So, but, oh geez. So So, oh, that's what it was. So that was the other thing for the fairing. So inside the Batwing, your storage is one small compartment. Ta-da. On the shark nose, I believe this to be a heavy pro to the shark nose. You have one, two, you have a cubby on each side, and both are pretty deep. Like I can fit my whole phone, whole hand, like they're a significant size. And then another, some people call it a pro, because if you want to use the touchscreen, there's more reach from the seat to the infotainment system up front. However, doesn't really matter too much because you can control all your stuff from here. So on a street glide, obviously it's right here in front of you. He doesn't have, so that's another thing between the electric glide and the special or street glide. He had to get a different, he had to get an aftermarket radio installed. So the other thing is your gauges. So if you noticed, his are all lined up across the top, and his radio screen is down low. So you have to, so another potential con to the Batwing is having to look down, more so if you've got, say, navigation pulled up on it. Whereas your gauge cluster is kind of scattered on the shark nose. You've got your battery up here, you got your tach and your speedometer, and then you got your gas. So your gauges are, I'd say your gauges are your semi sort of con here, and your screen being up high is your kind of pro. And this is all my own opinion. If you don't agree with it, tell me why. Speaking of which, I think I totally jacked up my intro. If you're new to the channel, welcome to Riding with Sager, and if you're returning, appreciate it. If you haven't, hit that subscribe button. If you like the videos that we put out, or that I put out, make sure you hit the like button and drop a comment. I try to make sure to get back to all you guys that drop the comments. So, but yeah, no. So these are the main differences between, or pros and cons between the Batwing and the shark nose. Really, your prime differences between your specials and your standard models are going to be your motor, and just the fairing itself. Everything else, say these were two specials, everything from the tank back would be the same, because with going from a limited to a standard or a special, the suspension is lower. I believe the limited has an extra inch, maybe an inch and a half on travel. Don't quote me, I don't remember off the top of my head. But if I'm missing anything that you guys think or that you guys know of, I'm trying to get different angles of the bikes here for y'all. Then drop it in the comments. Bring the conversation down there. And yeah, I'm a little scatterbrained right now. Holidays and family, it always kind of jacks up my rhythm with you guys here on YouTube. So, but if there's anything you guys think I missed, drop it in the comments. Like I said, if you guys are returning viewers of Riding with Sager, then I appreciate it. If you're not, make sure you hit subscribe. If you like the videos, hit the thumb. If you like us that much, hit the bell, and to be able to be notified when future videos are uploaded. So, and I started this last week saying that Mondays are going to be the upload days. So that'll be the plans. Shark nose versus Batwing. What do you guys think? Drop in the comments. All right, you guys. Y'all stay safe out there. Keep the shiny side up and the rubber side down.